Were some of the goals you conceded today too easy from your perspective for Newcastle to score?
I think you can see that we can do so much better. That's it. Let's focus on Thursday. Analyze this game, but all the mistakes that we did today, we cannot do it Thursday.
I can sense the disappointment and perhaps the anger within you at this moment in time. Once again, the criticism will come from outside, from pundits, from media people. Is the belief in your players that you can see that other people can't see, that the criticism will come, lack of running, lack of commitment in key moments? Do you understand that criticism?
I understand it. I don't care. Nothing is worse than lose games. So people can say whatever they want to say, and it's hard to.
You can see that other people can't see, that the criticism will come, lack of running, lack of commitment in key moments. Do you understand that criticism?
I understand it. I don't care. Nothing is worse than lose games. So people can say whatever they want to say, and it's hard to. I don't want to defend myself or anything like that, because if you look at our position in the table, says it all. So let's move on. It's really important Thursday, so I don't care what people say. Losing games is the hardest part by far from this job. So again, let's focus on Thursday.
How big then is Thursday? It was big before today. How big does it become now for Manchester United as a whole? Not just you, not just the players.
Of course, it's really important. We know that we have a chance to get Champions League, but let's focus stage by stage. We have an important game on Thursday. It's going to be really, really hard, but we need to focus on that and then go to the next stage.
What do you do to pick your players up, and whatever players you choose to put out there on Thursday? What do you do to instill the belief that you will need to go further in that competition, in the hope of still getting Champions League football next season?
We had one season a lot like that, with difficult losses, difficult moments. So we are used to get up also. So we can do that Thursday. Let's focus on Thursday. So it's a different game when the ball, when the game starts, is a different history with our fans. We need to give something to our fans and to go to the next stage.
We spoke about Andre Onana before the game. What's your sense now? Does he come back into the reckoning for Thursday?
Everybody. Again, it's a difficult season. So tomorrow we are going to prepare the next game. He's not forgetting this game, but he's focused on the next one, because this game, after the game, we cannot change nothing. So let's focus on the next one.
Ruben, one very final question. You've always been very open and honest with us about the task you faced here and the difficulties you've faced. But is that task a bigger task now, where you find yourselves and looking forward? And how big, in your opinion, is it to change the fortunes of this club?
We already talked about that. Let's focus on game by game. So if you think in all the pictures, sometimes it's really hard to face all the problems at the same time. Our biggest problem is the game on Thursday. Let's focus on that.
Right then, Reds, gather round, because we need to talk. Manchester United have just been battered 4-1 by Newcastle, and honestly, it's hard to know where to start. Let's unpack what was said post-match by both Ruben Amorim and Roy Keane, and what it means for United going forward. Starting with Amorim, the gaffer didn't hold back. You could see the frustration all over his face. He admitted it plain and simple: the goals we gave away were far too soft. There's no defending. Some of that defending, and while he's trying to keep focus on the next game, Thursday's massive clash in Europe, he couldn't hide how painful this loss was. Amorim made it clear the mistakes made at St. James Park cannot happen again. He's trying to instill belief, but even he looks like a man who's shell-shocked at how far off the pace this squad really is. And listen, if you're new here or you've been with us from the start, now's the time to hit that subscribe button. This channel is for every Red out there who's passionate, frustrated, hopeful, or just wants to understand what the hell is going on at our club. We'll bring you all the insights, all the reactions, straight from the pitch and beyond. So, don't miss out, smash that button and join the community. Now back to it. Roy Keane didn't mince his words either. He never does. His big gripe? It wasn't just the scoreline. It was the way United lost. The lack of fight, the lazy tracking, players giving up possession so cheaply, it's criminal at this level. Keane even said what many fans are thinking. This team doesn't look like it's got the legs, or worse, the heart to compete in the Premier League. He pointed out that while some players can run, they don't want to. That's a damning verdict. He's convinced Amorim has been caught out by the reality of English football. Remember his first game against Ipswich? A 1-1 draw that could have easily been a loss. From that point on, it's looked like a struggle. Keane believes Amorim is stunned by just how poor this squad is. And you know what? It's hard to argue. So, what now? The focus shifts to Thursday. Amorim's banging that drum again and again. Focus on Thursday. But let's be honest, if these players don't show up with some pride, some urgency, and some guts, it won't matter who's in the dugout or who's in the stands. We're staring at another season without Champions League football unless something changes fast. Let us know in the comments, do you back Amorim to turn this around? Or is it already too late for this group of players?